Here's some interesting news. Apparently, Saudi Arabia are currently negotiating with UEFA to have the Saudi Pro League champions get a wild card entry into the UEFA Champions League tournament. In the following year. That is something that would be interesting. Now, Saudi Arabia, of course, have signed a lot of big stars and talented stars for their league this summer. They're going to continue doing that for a while. They want Saudi Arabia to become a sort of reference point in football. And if they can add the carrot of a UEFA Champions League spot for the winners of the league, I mean, imagine that. That would just be like, that will again be a big attraction point for even more stars to join. And possibly for the stars who are already there, that would be a nice little placating point to go, right, well, you may not be able to play top European football. You may have thought that you were giving up on top European football, but now here you go, you can still play in that. So it's something that's in the negotiations. If you ask me, I think UEFA should definitely not do this, because at the moment UEFA has the Champions League as a crown jewel in its arsenal, and the fact is that a lot of players want to play in the Champions League. That is a big draw, and that's a big reason why a lot of players play in Europe, or a lot of players stay in Europe, is because they know that this is the only way that they can play in the Champions League. The moment you add a Saudi Pro League club, even if it's just one club, that's how it starts. You get one club in, immediately a lot of big stars will again think, hey, you know what, we could play in Saudi Arabia, we could make a lot of money, and if our team does well, we'll be able to play in the Champions League, so I can still play Champions League football. And we always know it starts with one, then it becomes two, then it becomes three. There's no end to it, so you don't want to go down that road. And I think UEFA should be very careful here about accepting any kind of the deal, because you want to keep it in-house as much as possible. You don't want to dangle that carrot, because that's just going to take more stars away from Europe. The other side, of course, as we know, is that it's never about common sense, it's about money. And in football, everybody's greedy for money, right? Everybody's, it's all short-termism. Everybody only thinks about the short term, about getting money now. And if Saudi Arabia throw enough money at it, if they have enough money to throw at it, you think that UEFA will probably build and go, yeah, sure, let's include one team, what happens, right? That's generally how it works. So I'm skeptical about UEFA's resistance to this. I think the money is good, and the UEFA will go for it. I'd be very surprised if they don't. I shouldn't say I'd be very surprised they don't. I'd be very surprised if Saudi Arabia don't throw enough money to make this happen. I should say. I think UEFA, I think common sense will prevail and they will stop it. But I feel like I would be very surprised if Saudi Arabia didn't kind of throw a lot of money and go right here, yes, let's get in. So, but anyway, it's one to keep an eye on. Let's see what happens. At the moment, this is just a rumor. We don't know how this will turn out, so let's not speculate. But share your thoughts, of course, on this. Do you think it's a good idea? I don't think it's a good idea, but do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it should happen? Do smash a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching.